Hey guys, this is a special little video that I wanted to do. It's just me here. This is more an informative thing. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a tour of the hardware and the software that we use to do the video. I'm actually going to give you a video tour of some of it. I'm also going to post some answers and some common questions I get. We're getting more subscribers now, and we love that, and we hope we get a ton more. And I try to answer all the questions I can and respond to comments, but it's getting tougher. But we're going to cover a lot of the common questions so that people can focus on other questions. But first, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a tour of the hardware. All right, guys. This is just a tour here. This is the station that I work at, and so basically when I'm recording and doing gameplay, it's here at this station. The computer itself is a quad core Intel based, and it's 2.5 gigahertz on the cores. And then, of course, you can see I have dual displays. On this display, the top right window is the Mumble server, or the Mumble client connected to the Mumble server. That's the voice software we use. The bottom right window is Fraps, which we use to record the gameplay. The left window, the black one, that is a terminal connection to my Linux server, which is down in the basement, which I'll show you guys later. And that's what I run the Mumble server on and the Minecraft server. And then here on the main desktop, this is where I play and do my gameplay screens. Right now I actually have my video editor up to do the editing for the next video. Headset, a lot of you guys have asked about headsets. We use the Microsoft LifeChat LX3000. I think Lizzy and me and Abby use those. I'm not sure what headset Paige is using, but she is now using a USB headset. So that's a brief tour of my system, and now we'll move on to Lizzy's system. All right, this is Lizzy's computer. It's a Pentium 4, 3 gigahertz. Nothing super fast. It does have an NVIDIA graphics card in it. I can't remember what model it has. You can also see Lizzy's LifeChat LX3000 headset. And of course, she has a sign, "Who wants to be a princess? I'd rather be a queen." And obviously, she's at school right now, but you can see her screen. She left right before watching YouTube videos of Minecraft. So this is basically where Lizzy plays. Alright guys, this is the server room, and this is down in the basement. And then here what you see on top of this older PC, there's a rack mount server. This is running Debian Linux, the latest Squeeze edition that just came out about a month ago. And that runs the Mumble server, and it also runs the Minecraft server. And it's got plenty of memory and horsepower left over to do more, but right now that's all it does. And then below it, this PC here, and it's not an Apple, it just happens to have a sticker stuck on it. This is just an old Pentium, I think it's a Pentium 2 333, and it's running a Linux firewall. And that gives us our internet connection for all the systems in the house. So that's basically the setup. Like I said, we've got a nice little rack mount server that runs our Minecraft server, Mumble server, and then a Linux firewall. All right, so that gives you an idea of the hardware we're using, and a little touch on some of the software we use also. But let me answer some questions that I normally get. One of the questions I used to get a lot was, and I still get it every once in a while, are they really kids playing? Now, I'm not sure what people think, but yes, Lizzy, Paige, and Abby are actual kids. So they are real. They're not fake. How old are they? That question comes up a lot. Basically, they're between 6 and 8. There's one that's 6, one that's 7, one that's 8. Um, are they all my kids? No. Lizzy is my daughter, but Paige is a friend of Lizzy's, and Abby is another friend of Lizzy's. And they've all been playing Minecraft since I showed it to Lizzy, and then she showed it to all of her friends. She's got other friends that play it too, but Paige and Abby are the really the only two that do the videos with us. What do I use to record the video? You saw earlier when I gave you a tour, I use Fraps. I find that Fraps works the best. It is a program you have to pay for, but I think it works the best. It does record the audio from my computer, and it records my microphone. What do I use to do the audio recording? I use Mumble. And if you have seen, Mumble is a new program it's been around for a little while now, but the thing I love is the little heads up display that shows the names of all the people in the chat, and then it highlights them as they talk. And I thought that was really cool so that you guys could see who's saying what if you're curious, because every once in a while I'd get asked questions. Did Lizzy say this or did Paige say it? Well, hopefully that'll give you an idea. One feature that Mumble supports that isn't in Minecraft yet, and hopefully if it requires Notch to do the work, he puts in some hooks for this, or maybe somebody working on the Bucket project can do this. But Mumble supports positional sound. So what could happen if Mumble support is added to Minecraft for the positional sound feature? If I'm in a room and Lizzy's on my right side and Paige is on my left, when they talk, it will come through on that side of the sound card. So your right side of your headphone, if Lizzy's talking, left side of your headphone, if Paige is talking on those sides. And that would actually come through on the videos when I record them too. So that would be very cool, I think, to add a little atmosphere and realism to the game. So hopefully that gets added. I get asked a lot, what do I use to edit? And I use the cheapest, freest program out there, but it works well for us, and that's Windows Live's Movie Maker. It's got a few bugs when it comes to audio levels, and you guys have probably heard that with the birthday video, the video right after that. It for some reason the music was louder than the audio tracks, and normally it doesn't do that, and it was kind of weird, and I figured out a way to fix it. So hopefully that won't happen again. I also did have an issue with Thunderdome where for some reason my microphone's amp input value got sent way down, so you could barely hear me like you normally could. So I apologize for that. I'll start trying to do maybe an audio test before we start recording and do like a sound level check. I also get asked a lot from people, can I be part of the crew or can I be on your server? This is a toughie because I hate letting people down, but my server runs off of, as you saw, a computer here, and the computer is powerful enough to handle a good number of people. But the problem is my internet bandwidth is not. When you factor in how much bandwidth I need already for the four of us playing with me and Lizzy in-house and the two girls from their houses, the bandwidth for that and the bandwidth for Mumble, it's really starting to push my upstream. So we really can't do that. One thing we will possibly do in a month or two, probably more like 2 months, is I think I'm going to set up a temporary server on Amazon's cloud service and just do it for like 3 or 4 hours one night only. So like a Friday night or a Saturday night. And maybe I'll probably post a message and do a random draw and get a list of people and let people come in maybe and play for an hour or so and then bring another group in. Probably let a few people chat, but for the most part I think it'll be text chat, just because I think it could get a little crazy if we have a bunch of people talking. When I do that, it'll definitely be me and Lizzy in the chat with everybody and in the game. Hopefully Paige and Abby are available, but that'll have to be worked out depending on what's going on. Also, another reason why I'm leery of having people come in to the crew is, Lizzy, Abby, and Paige are all young children, so I have to really watch. And not only am I responsible for my daughter, anything I do in this world, bringing people in, I'm now responsible for Paige and Abby. So, because they're kids, it's much more difficult to allow people in. So, but that's one reason why we do these videos is We've gotten a lot of responses from people, a lot of private messages and things from people who have said, my kids watch these videos, or I'm a kid and I watch these videos and my parents let me because they know that, since they're kids in these videos, that they're going to be safe for other kids to watch. So, and that's no knock against the other videos, but I've gotten a few messages from people who said that they can't let their kids watch the other videos because there's some things that are said that offend them. So, we like to keep this as a nice, safe, kid-friendly video. Hopefully that doesn't turn off all of the adults, because I know there's a lot of adults that have responded how they love the videos and they think they're great and they think they're funny. But obviously there is a cute factor because it's kids, and that may turn off some people. But the girls love making these videos, and they want to keep doing them, and they love all the comments and stuff. So we're going to keep doing them. So, but again, if you want to be part of the crew, probably not going to happen. We may do some every once in a while. We'll do maybe a special event. I'm going to try that on Amazon's cloud service. Not sure how much it's going to cost me, but we'll try it once and see how it goes. Okay, another question I get, or another comment I get, and I get this one a lot, is people keep saying there's no such thing as a creeper spawner. And we actually know this, and there's actually two parts to this problem. The first thing is, way early on, before I think we even started making videos, Lizzy saw a YouTube video where somebody had found a creeper spawner. And obviously that person hacked his world. And Lizzy didn't know that. She brought it up that there was a creeper spawner, and I just assumed, okay, there's a creeper spawner. We found quickly out after that there wasn't. But the problem is we've recorded so many videos ahead of time. I still have videos that go from a month back that I have to edit still. So the creeper spawner thing keeps getting mentioned in those videos, and everybody keeps telling us that they don't exist. But since there's a delay from when we take things that are said in comments and actually apply them or mention them in our videos, this delay confuses people. But yes, we know there's no such thing as creeper spawners. I do get mentioned a lot at F3, brings up a screen that shows the level you're on and a lot of other information. And that Y-axis is what is your level. I do know that. I did figure it out, as you saw from one video. Took me a minute, but I finally figured it out. So we do know how to do F3. And we also know that diamonds can be anywhere from basically above bedrock to about level 16 or so. And that a lot of people say 10 to 16 is a sweet spot. Also, I get mentioned some mentions about the credits. Most people love the credits. A few have said they don't like it. It wastes video time. And I've had a few people say, hey, the credits, you got so many subscribers, the credits are too long now. It takes too much time. The credits always take 1 minute and 1 minute only. The more subscribers we get, the faster it will scroll. At some point, it's going to get too long, and I'll probably have to get rid of the credit scroll. Hopefully, but who knows? Maybe we're maxing out on our subscribers. We hope that we'll get tons of subscribers like Paul has or other people, but that's a problem we'd love to have. Also, I get mentioned a lot, use buckets of water on lava. Use buckets of water on lava. I do know how to do that now, and I figured that out actually in the videos, but again, it's one of those things where we record it a month or two ahead of time. So I still have videos where I'm not doing that, and you guys are screaming at me to do it. But I do it eventually. Just remember that there is a delay. The only other thing is people talk about the quests. They love the quests. The girls love the quests. They love the lore quest that I created for them. And I know a lot of you guys did too. Those are not over. You guys have not seen the last of lore. One thing is, if you want to make quests for us, we've had about 5 or 6 sent in, and we will play them. But go ahead and make the quest in your single player worlds, and then use the technique I show in the video on how to back them up. The save files have changed a little bit, so backing up's even easier now because there's not a ton of separate files. But all the worlds aren't necessarily called World 1 through 5 now. You can have more worlds than 5, and you can rename them. So you could create your world and call it Crew Quest, or my crew quest, or the name of your quest if you have a name for it. And then when you go into your Minecraft backup folder, back up that world as I show in my video, and then put it on your Dropbox public folder, or upload it to a site like Mega Upload, or if you've got a website, put it on your website and send me a private message with the link. Send me any information that I might need if it's not obvious. Definitely, sometimes it's nice to let me know where the start point is, because when we come in as multiplayer, sometimes we don't spawn at the start point the same as single player. So if sometimes it's not obvious where it starts, and what I have to do is find the start point, and then when we start that quest, I'll teleport all the girls to me because I'm at the start point. Anything that they might need inventory wise to do the quest, it will, in your single player world, you'll have your inventory, but when we start that quest in multiplayer, we have no inventory. So if there's things that they're going to need for the quest, set it up, maybe chest somewhere at the starting point. Just remember that when we start this quest, we will have nothing, and that makes it fun too. And don't throw diamond everything in these chests so that they have the greatest weapons and armor. Make it tough for them. Don't. I know that they can become afraid of the monsters, but any quests you guys do, we will record them, and we will put them up. It takes some time. We have about 5 or 6 that we've received already, and we will get to them, and they will be uploaded. Just bear with us that it takes time to get everybody together. And I hate to do a quest video unless all the players are there. I don't like Abby not to be there or Paige not to be there. So we only do the quests when all the girls are there. So anyway, that's a quick rundown. I know this ran longer than I expected, but I wanted to answer a bunch of questions, address some issues, also give you a little tour of the hardware. If you have any questions on anything that I've covered here, any suggestions, feedback, send me a private message, post comments here, and keep watching the videos. And the girls love to make them, so we're going to keep making them.
There's some things I know about you. Your hair is black and red and full, and your smile's like a child.